So, you know that you love control and you know that you can't let go of it. How do you get yourself out of it then? Because you can't appropriately manifest if you can't let go of control. Well, today we're going to talk about it again. Hey guys, welcome to Clarity Couture. I'm Lindsay. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, be present with me, enjoying that giant tree. No lie, the tree was like right there when I was 6 or 7. It's real tall though. What up? Shout out to my tree. All right, so today we're going to talk about control and the inability to let go and how to let go. So control, how do we let go? How do we let go of something that in our hands and in our minds is more safe when we hold it than if anyone else were to hold it, or if we were to just throw it to the wind and let the universe take control? Well, the first thing you need to know is if you are holding on so tightly to control and you won't let anything else come through, that's usually a pretty good sign that you don't feel safe enough to let that control go. So the first thing you want to do when you're thinking about the necessity of letting go of control, you need to think about what the basis of control is, and it is the lack of safety. So to gain control or to gain that trust of letting go of control, you need to create a safe space. And it's from being in this safe space that you're then able to acknowledge and process your biggest fears and the desires that you have. So another way to let go of control is to practice parenting. And what does it mean to practice parenting? You want to think back to your youngest ages, like 5 or 6 years old, where it would be your earliest memories. And there's always some expectation in that age as our younger versions of self that was let down in some way, which actually causes that need for control because it wasn't given to you from someone else when you were supposed to have it. So that's why it's so important to make sure that you will take the time to reparent yourself, because a lot of us have that need of being a parent, being what we needed as a child. And that's really kind of the best way to sum up step 3, is that you want to be the person that you needed. Number 4 of practicing letting go of control is practicing acceptance of what you cannot control outside of you. So that would be others, outside events, and within that knowledge of just kind of being like, okay, is this something I can control? No. Okay, cool. I'm gonna let go of it. And there's a specific vulnerability that's required in that, and that's why that's step 5 for letting go of control, is you have to learn to be vulnerable. And the best way to work on your vulnerability is to practice letting go of judgments of others, because remember, what you see in another is actually what you carry in yourself. So if you're holding on to judgments about another, you're actually not allowing that vulnerability in, because you're actually projecting onto others the judgment you feel about yourself. So step 6 is work on letting go of judgments, expectations, and attachments, not just for others, but also yourself. And that is, being in that vulnerability. So number 7 is working on expanding your perspective and allowing yourself to look at the bigger picture. By looking at the bigger picture, that allows you to go into step 8, which is practicing surrender and trust. And when you get to step 8, you're pretty much kind of over the hump of like the stress of letting go of control, because having that trust and that surrender, and it's more than the surrender, it's the trust of it all working out. That is how you gain control of the necessity of control. And number 9 is returning to the present moment. So anytime you feel that you're kind of you're spiraling out, you're about to jump off of what Abraham Hicks calls the emotional ledge, what you do is you practice seeing present and you return to the present moment. Okay, if you're trying to control things, that means that you're pulling yourself out of the present moment and you're either throwing yourself into the future, and you're basing that need for control from something that happened in your past. So when you're kind of spiraling with the whole control movement, breathe, put yourself in the present moment. What are we dealing with presently? If you're watching this video, you can hear these birds just like, they're loud as hell. They start at 5 a.m. by the way. That's the present moment. Sitting here, about 75 degrees, the sun's going down, still really warm. The bugs are starting to eat me alive. You're able to be in the sunshine, or not the sunshine, but the greenery with me and not get eaten alive, so kudos to you. Present moment. Alright, so number 10 is have fun. Okay, like when you're like in this need of control, you're out of your blissful state. And so it'll bring up contrast. And a lot of times that contrast is just your soul, your oversoul, trying to get you to let go of the reins a little bit. You want to have some fun. Do things that literally bring joy and bliss into your life. Do creativity aspects. Do creative hobbies that literally bring fun and add to that higher self living that you really do want to embody every single day. But because you've got this need for control, this need for control, this need for control, you're taking yourself out of the present moment, and it's stressing you out because, of course, you're going by all of the crazy, terrible experiences you had before you realized that you were a source creator. And now that you know that you're a source creator, these crazy experiences, it shouldn't be something that are messing you up. It should be something that's like, okay, that happened. I see that. I don't like that. Let me rewrite that really quick. My client and I had a call the other day, and I introduced her to the eraser method, which is a really good way to manifest what you want. And it's actually something I teach in my program. So if there is a specific way for you to catch on to where your mind is and pull it back to where you are right now, and then from there change your trajectory to go to the focus of what you want, and then feel how good that feels. That feels way better than trying to control things way out of your control, right? Because it's not actually out of your control. It's just a manifestation that's come to fruition that's now in your reality that you're like, whoa, I don't fucking like that. So it's only out of your control in that it's already here in the reality. It's not out of your control in that that contrast tells you that you now want to change it and you have the immediate power to do so. So I want you guys to remember how powerful you are. Today, your affirmation is going to be, I am a powerful source creator. I am a powerful source creator. I am a powerful source creator. Remember how powerful you are? Your thoughts, okay? If you aren't taking control of every single one, as if the way they're counting people walking into the stores, check it off. Is that a thought that we're allowing into the store? If you think about the way that they're requiring people to go into places with masks in certain places, we're not really dealing with that here. But when you think about it like that, use that analogy for the thoughts in your mind. Like, okay, is this thought coming in with a mask, or is this thought maybe possibly carrying the virus and it's going to mess up my whole day? Think of your thoughts that way. Take control of your thoughts. Remember that you are a powerful source creator. I want to remind you guys that I still have 10 spots open for my content creators authenticity key. All of you guys that are talking to me on Twitter, don't be shy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the retweets and the shares, and you guys just sharing with anyone that you know. I so appreciate that. I do want to just say, if you're someone that's been able to retweet it and it sounds like something that's interesting to you, book a call, reach out to me, let's chat, because I genuinely have such a passion for seeing you queens thrive, to literally grow to the very top of the clouds where you didn't even know you could go, right? I want that for you, and I want to be that support for you. So if you're interested in everything that I'm sharing thus far, you literally have nothing to lose and the world to gain. And if you're already on top of the world, think about how much better you'd be if you had just a little bit of support and accountability on the days that you weren't on your game, right? If you're doing amazing already, how much better are you going to be? I'm just saying this. I'm just saying try. I would just try. All right, guys, your body is a vehicle for your soul, so remember to drive yourselves well. I love you. Namaste.